Thank you, Garrett. Now, a lot of us remember when we first saw a large molded plastic holiday decoration. You know what we're talking about, the big Santas, maybe the reindeer, that started popping up in the 60s and 70s. Well, one man in Salt Lake City's passion for these pieces takes celebrating the holidays to a whole new level. And Craig Worth is showing us what makes his home so special in tonight's Worth Watching.
Cars just stop on 18th Avenue. Well, that's because you're looking at Frosty's Winter Wonderland. Now, this just isn't any old winter wonderland. I mean, it's a real old winter wonderland. Everything is blow-molded plastic of decades ago. Like a Santa, and another Santa, and well, another 50 or so Santas. And there's always room for more Santas, like the one he just saw in front of a nice lady's house down the street.
This was sitting in front of her house, and I asked her up now she'd sell it because I don't have this one. This is a little chubby guy. So I offered her $50. It was a lot of money. She goes, "Oh, I'm on a fixed income. I thank you very much. You're Santa." So I bought this one from her for $50.
See, it all started one day when he was a newlywed decorating the house. He had no idea at all that it would come to this.
I was bored, and the first year we got married, she had some lights left off from her tree, so we went up on the deck, and I put them up on the deck up here and sat back and says, "Oh, they look so good." So I was running down to Fred Meyer's and buying everything, and then Kmart still sold a line of these. Got like jewel eyes and little things on them and everything. I got that set over there.
Well, that kind of took off. Yes, you can have the old elf in the candy cane, the bear snowman, and a nativity scene, another nativity, and another nativity, and somewhere else another nativity, to share with the city in your gift of lights.
And it's all about the ones that you don't have. You got to find the ones that are different.
Frosty collects them all year long and spends another quarter of the year just putting them up and taking them down.
We start in September getting it out of the sheds and getting it ready and checking it and putting new bulbs in and buying what we need and getting it out and putting it up, and kind of having a system is getting better and better each year.
He says his enemy is the wind. Plastic stuff can blow real far.
The wind is probably the hardest thing on them. Everything has to have stakes into the ground, and they have to be wired. This guy's tied to the trees so he doesn't fall down. That one, he's tied down. He's got two guy wires on the big face. So all these have got ties on them. They all got rebar. I probably got, I don't know how many thousands of pounds of rebar in every one of them. All of them got to be tied down.
He is out in the winter wonderland darn near every night. There's always stuff needing doing.
Okay, let's see. Fire up, buddy. Yay. First time.
Oh, by the way, yes, I did ask him, how many of these do you have?
I let people do the counting and to figure out how many there is, because I don't have time to count. I'm not a counter. I don't know how many we got. I don't know how much we spend. I don't know how many candy canes we buy. I just don't. I'm not a number guy.
But he does joke that with this obsession, he has had to put off buying some fancy stuff.
We figured all the time I've spent on changing all the lights over to LED now and all the blow molds we have, we could have bought a nice yacht or something, or a Corvette.
But then again, he would not have had Frosty's Winter Wonderland.
Yes, it was the 50s, the 60s, and even the 70s. Molded plastic. Now that was good stuff. And it still is at Frosty's Winter Wonderland.
Craig Worth, ABC 4 News.